Welcome back to another battle, everybody. I am C-Money. As you know, today we're playing Progressive Capitals on Conwy Castle. We're playing as the green player. Do I risk it? I've got to play for this back here on a 2-point. I've got to play for this back here on a 1-point. Kind of open to the middle of the board as well. I'm gonna risk it. Worst case, we step back here. We've got the player with the +2 behind me. This is Conwy Castle. This is Tierless Tuesday, the series on the channel where we take a look at every single map in the game on the meta settings. Those are Progressive Capitals with Fog and Blizzards, and rank them on a tier list, see how they stack up. And we're playing as green. I had a couple options here with the Blizzards. I could have gone over here on a 2-point hold for this +2. Instead, I'm trying to go an extended 1-point hold for this +3 back here in the bottom, back right. It's a very good chance that somebody caps on either East River or Chapel Tower. We're going to hope that maybe they don't try to do that. I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. I had a feeling Orange was going to go for this very, very powerful cap in the middle on Common Ward. With this Blizzard here, it splits up the +6 from the +4. So the +4 over here is going to be a 3-point hold for the black player. Or sorry, for the orange player, which will be very, very interesting. We're going to start just with our standard 5 troops. I might as well at least go investigate what is back here. He saw me cap here and still chose to do this. Let's give it one roll. Might lose both of these with the order that white is in. Got very good dice there. Probably shouldn't have full-on blitzed it. Probably should have slidered a little bit there. It's a shame we lost 3 on that. I was hoping to lose a little bit less. Have to imagine blue goes right into us here. This is not good. Go down. That's much better. Okay. A little risky to go for this right away, but I'm going to have to deal with somebody behind me eventually anyway. Blue will start with 4 troops. 7 on 4, not 100%. Nobody has direct vision on this either, so if we somehow survive whatever wrath white throws our way, maybe we'll be okay. Is Orange actually going to take the +2 back here? Might not even forward. He might just split this and leave my 2 here. Yeah, that's exactly what he does. This first turn is pivotal. I don't always love rolling caps on the first turn. I'd rather give up the back cap than the front cap. And Orange gets 2 more troops to cap. So 7 on 4 here for blue if he wants it. No, he actually plays on... Maybe he's back here, actually. Yes. So he cleans white out of here for me. And blitzes and fails the blitz. Probably slams this cap, too, which is not great. Takes a troop off of that as well. Purple's sitting here with a 4. The question becomes, from this, is white still back here? Because blue didn't win any of this. If he's not still back there, blue quits. That's good. I don't actually think I try to remove everything back here right away. I think if I start with 7 troops, we just defend. Assuming nobody is capped behind me. If I see orange back here, I think we got to try to take out orange. But I almost think we want to play this slowly. Black drops a 9 there. No, nobody should know this is here except for white. Both of these, actually. Because white was bookending it on both sides of blue's cap. This concerns me greatly. Oh, he just rolled someone else. He might have just rolled purple's cap. He just lost 5 on that roll. Very weird start. So anyway, guys, this is Conwy Castle. I got to be honest, this is the 3rd of 4 maps in the Strongholds and Castles map pack. I've actually tried, admittedly, let's make this a 6, 7. I think a 6 is fine here. I'm going to at least venture back here. Because if I can take everything... Worst case, this will be, what, a 4 on cap? It is blue back here. He had everything back here. All right, fair enough. Come on, give it to me. We do get it. I'm going to pull this back into cap, but we have double capital on a 1-point hold back there. I will admit, I don't actually like this map very much for progressive capitals. I just find that it gets the card blocks end up being a little too easy. There's so many kill guard opportunities. Like, look, black, if he decides, or not black, I keep calling him black, orange, if he decides not to go for this +4 over here right away, the orange player has 3 separate kill guards. Now, obviously, we saw him fortify out of anti-room on that first turn, but just in general, a bunch of kill guards for this player. So it's going to make it really hard to deal with him. And to potentially confirm kills, right? I have removed my kill guard on blue to try to have better early generation on this board, which I do think is important. And orange goes heavy over here. Orange is probably going to be our main competitor. Purple started with 6. So it's possible white got rolled by black. But black hit a hefty stack. They lost 5 troops on that first roll. White on 5. So maybe he just hit a stack. It's very possible that he just hit a stack that was sitting there in his way. We've got our bonus. We've got our double capital. We're holding it on a 1 point. I was hoping this was probably best case scenario. White doesn't roll me here. Actually, he went after blue, so he didn't even have the chance. But blue fails all of his rolls on me. Black doesn't take the cap. It was about as good as that can go. White, yeah, okay. So black and white did get aggressive with each other over there. Now, I'm not going to be able to take the stalls bonus over here off of orange. I am first in the turn order. I don't want to lock my cap up either. But I'd also like to expand, clear some corners. Black places over here. Yep, does he go 5 on 3 on white here? No, he actually sits those troops directly in front of me. That's fine. Got a little bit of purple in there. Now I've got a nice strong capital. I assume black going to go into white on this next turn. I imagine those two quarreling over there. Purple, is he getting 7? He is getting 7. Maybe he's double capital. I don't know how he would be, but he might just probably more than likely has 12 or more territories. Now, this is bad, right? So this hits me, and I think purple actually might have this full outer ward bonus, which is not great. That's a very strong bonus. It's a +6. The bonuses on this board, and actually the map in general, is 63 territories. There are 5 blizzards. Access down to 58, 19 larger than the classic map. We can actually completely clean this. We could actually take this. Well, I don't want to take the north wall, but the option is there. Now, being completely split from the other side of the board from orange is good for me, because orange is our other strong opponent. I would like to force orange into purple. Very possible. But basically, I've tried recording this video a couple times. I think this is my 4th attempt, and I actually won 2 of the games, but they're just so long and drawn out and boring, and that's a big issue with this map. Is it's stalemate. It's very stalemate heavy. It's also pretty card block heavy, which I don't normally have a problem with. I like when card blocks are set, but more importantly, pretty stalemate heavy, and I'm not one to be too fond of stalemates, unfortunately, because they take away from the fun part of the game, and I don't want you guys to have to sit through that. And so maybe I'll release the... I recorded one before this, several hours before this, but maybe I will release that that game. I'm actually going to put everything over here. On the second channel. So I'm just going to clear the right-hand side over here. Got black there. That is not the end of blue. I was hopeful maybe it was. Interesting that the black player is in here. Just trying to up my total territory count, I think, as well. I'd like purple to try to go for this bonus. Did he hold? He did not hold. Okay. Orange is getting 8. But this way, I'm just trying to get a good feel for where everything is on the board. That extra blue card going to come in handy for somebody eventually. As long as black doesn't have this bonus, I'll step in here and just see what's what. there's going to be some cap vision in here, almost certainly. But feeding a card early in the game is actually potentially beneficial for me because it sets somebody ahead in the turn order and will give them a worse trade and me a better trade. There actually are times where feeding cards is better. The other thing about this map that concerns me is there actually is quite a bit of snowball opportunity with the bonuses that, especially with the blizzards, some of the bonuses are just much easier to hold. Interestingly, if white was capped on inner ward, this is a 1-point hold for the +4 inner ward bonus. I showed the bonuses, but I didn't actually run through what the values are. West Barbican +2, East Barbican +3, inner ward, common ward +4, south wall stalls, and north wall are +5, outer ward a +6, and then towers is a +7. It's an 8 territory. Typically, there is one blizzard here. An 8 territory +7, completely split. All of them are split, which is not frequently held by any means. We start with 12 here. Did black hold a bonus? He did not. We're just going to venture over here. Why not? I got a 21 cap. I'm not super worried about losing. There's blue. But if I get the card, then I'm an entire card ahead. Yeah, that was my mindset here. I am an entire card ahead of my opponents now with that maneuver. And that actually force trades me early. Let's check where these archers... I've got troops over on Prison Tower, but I think archers in my own territory over here is going to be a better maneuver. So... I'm not going to attack orange here. We're just going to go back to capital. So it trades me. I'm an entire card ahead of everybody, which is also valuable, right? I was going to be the first to trade in anyway. So I didn't really mind if I fed blue to an opponent. Now purple comes back in here and takes this. I can actually break all of orange's bonuses without him being able to break a single lick of mine. He gets 13, so I think he does have double common ward and West Barbican. I don't want to close my cap off on this line over here. And the game is by no means over. I feel bad for blue, but of all of the players, granted, it was only seemingly on the 1-point line here, white behind me other than blue, and obviously he's not going to cap directly behind blue because he's smart. I think he'll probably just take once and stop, right? Yeah. I think blue is a bit foolish to try this, right? You see my cap is open on a line back into you here, and you saw where I capped, right? I'm the first player to go. I got really lucky dice. He got really unlucky dice. White sets early. Is this going to be a hefty play into the black player? Because white somehow still does not have this bonus. I almost wonder if white capped in here in inner ward and black is capped behind him in one of these regions here. In one of these little pocket guys. Because if black doesn't trade here, I will close my cap off. Because I think purple's taking all this. I think orange has cleared everything back there. We would get black on 5 cards. Just coming back here to check. Got orange and white back there. That was the end of black. It's only 2 cards for white, but where are these capitals? These might be 2 of the worst capitals I've ever seen. That double trades me. Alright, I guess. I somehow got the archer's card back. And white quits. We might as well kill white as well. I don't want to feed these cards to my opponents. $19 is enough, I think. This is going to draw the ire of my opponents. But that's okay. I'm going to leave like 4 on this cap. This one's actually slightly better than the 14, but... Leave 5 troops there. Neither of these guys is open to me. There's no point hitting them. We trade on the next turn anyway. Purple trades. I'm wondering if purple even aggresses orange here. Right, like if he thinks he can make a play on this cap, or does he go into mid? No, he does go into orange. Does he roll a cap here? He does. All right, and that basically gives me first place. This is insane. I did mention that snowballs are possible here, and they certainly are. The funny thing about it, though, is that I haven't had one yet. Since I started trying to record these, I had like an hour and a half game that I didn't win, two 2-hour games that I did win, and none of them I felt like were particularly novel, which is why I didn't want to subject you guys to them. So did he just take, is that where purple's cap is? I think it is. Purple on 3. Oh, orange flagged. What a weenie. I wasn't even going to hit him. I was going to kill purple and he flagged. Oh my god, dude, come on. This just goes to show it's not the best. It really isn't, and apparently you can win a game and without even starting your 6th turn. Oh my goodness. We got lucky here for sure. I got kind of not held in check on my expansion. Blue is a grandmaster that kept behind me. No, dude, come on. Oh man, I got to tell you, and I've heard, you know, if you guys watch Pete or Kilted or any of those high quality, high skill players that make Risk videos as well, is they often say that the ranks and the titles in this game are of title alone. What sets a top level player apart from just the standard Grandmaster title is a lot of extra game sense. You can be very good at the game and rank up and not be quite to that next level. And I'm not even saying I'm not up to the skill level of those guys, but I don't think I would have risked that in that scenario. It's also unlucky. To his credit, it is unlucky, but it's a 1-point card block that you know I'm capped here. And if I'm not an idiot, which I actually maybe was a little bit of an idiot there, you're really risking just getting card blocked there outright. But who knows? This game certainly could have taken a lot longer and led to those stalemate issues. Keep an eye out on the second channel for maybe that full 2-hour length game. It was a lot of stalling and stalemating in the middle, and I didn't want to subject you guys to it, but I do think the end game was interesting, so it might be worth it to upload over there. But I do try to keep the tier list Tuesdays a little bit tighter. So let's take a look at the map and then also where it ranks on our tier list. So this is Conwy Castle here, founded during Edward the First's conquest of Wales, I think between 1283 and 1287. I had the Wikipedia page open and I've read this at least twice for previous recording attempts. But basically, we had really lucky blizzards where we had this blizzard here and this blizzard here, which allowed us to hold from this spot, which anybody comes up to the top of this where like black was, where you opened my cap there. That's why I didn't think this was that bad of a spot, because just simply where the pathing comes through was pretty effective. Purple obviously insta-aggressed orange, and we saw that both of those players were beginner ranked, so I'm not surprised that that occurred. But the white, whoever's was back here was bad. This one was bad. This one was worse. Both of those caps, not particularly great. Actually, they're both equally bad, right? Because you have to step into a territory before you see them. Don't love those from white and black, but essentially there's so many little pockets and kill guard opportunities and all this stuff that it's hard to know whether or not you're going to be able to confirm a kill, and so kill feeds happen, but more importantly, people can just hold kills hostage for so long in the game, and it just leads to stalemating. And for that reason, we'll go over to our tier list here. Well, actually, let me show you a picture first. This is what real life Conwy Castle looks like, and I really love these the Strongholds and Castles map pack for that reason, that they're all real life places. But Conwy it sits down in D tier here, where the kind of infinite stall, you could potentially infinitely stall with the stalemates on a lot of these maps in here, or they have unbalanced bonuses like Pirates Bay or Mall of the Dead. But like Ebuy and Conwy, very much you can take half the board, but with the Blizzards frequently just choke it up, and then both players control a similar amount and nothing happens. And so placing that down in D tier. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll be back with Mont Saint Michel next week, finishing out the Strongholds and Castles map pack. And let me know if you guys want to see that 2-hour game over on the second channel. I'll be sure to post it there when I have time, probably uncut. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.